And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're back inside Minecraft Parkour map. This is Minecraft Only Parkour 3 200 levels. Okay, sorry, I really should just start looking at the name of maps before I start recording. So, this map is massive. I mean, I'm not sure how much of that space upwards is actually used because it's only 200 levels. But maybe it's only one thick. That might be why. So large. But anyway, let's take a look here. Although this might be a bit larger than I'm giving it credit for. My word, this thing is huge. So yeah, 200 levels. I mean, it's not starting out too bad, but I know how these things work. You can't fool me. Okay. I do love that map creators have started in some cases using the Blue Man's checkpoint system, just because it's so nice. Like, conveniently have your time, death, and level all in a location where, you know, it's not too disruptive. Okay. Starting out fairly easy. I know. Right now I'm just kind of going through. Whoops. Every single time. You know, I will never learn my lesson to not say anything about a parkour map being easy or whatnot. Or a section of a parkour map being easy. Because every time I do, I stinking immediately die. Hard, easy. Interesting. Whoops. Obviously, I'm taking the hard route, you know. Okay. we don't need to talk about this. There we go. Cool. Already we're racking up those deaths thanks to that. But look, they gave me an option over whether I could take a harder and easier route. So obviously I'm like legally obligated to take the harder route. Okay, I am, my word. Ah! I'm incapable. I'm just gonna do that. I don't know what the deal there was. Sugar box. Hey, there's cake. That is a very eaten cake. Press the button. Whoops. Hey, we can talk about this. Open the door. Okay. There we go. If you hit it from the second block, it's a lot easier. Whenever there's buttons in maps, I always get paranoid, and I like to hold them down just so that I can see if there's any, like, side effects. Because sometimes they'll try and time it so that you'll, like, get hit off of a block or something like that. Like, I don't know. I've seen map creators do some really annoying stuff with buttons and pistons and stuff. Whee, okay. I don't know why there's a shulker box there. This map creator has been utilizing the shulker box trick quite a bit already throughout the map. And then there's, you know, like in the last level, it's just random shulker boxes that make no sense. But, okay, we're up to level 2. It looks like how the map creator did this was he just went ahead and made it spiral up the exterior of the map. Also, it appears as though we're in the next difficulty section. Similar to the map that I did yesterday, we're looking at a map that has increasing Scales of difficulty denoted by color. Easy, hard. Well, you only leave me with one option. I don't believe in taking the easy route. Well, that is until we get far enough in the map that I don't feel like doing the hard stuff. Oh, not even a legit roundabout. They're doing the same thing with the Neos, which one of these days I'll decide what I'm calling them. Where they kind of put them in easy at first with trapdoors on the side and all that junk, so that people aren't dreading everything. Okay. Boom. Oh no, that's wrong. I realized last second that there's that vine there. Okay, there we go. Weird glass pane stuff. Like, the levels are sufficiently short, but, like, similar to the map that I just mentioned, I bet that this is going to be the sort of thing where, you know, you kind of breeze past the early parts because they're so easy, and then once you get to the later parts, it's just a nightmare. Okay. I guess I can just go from here. It looks like a spot where he probably wanted to put the glass pane jumps and then decided that it was too hard for this early on to have that many glass pane jumps and just covered over them. Either that or maybe it was just a matter of oh, interesting. You like better that way? I don't know. With time to spare. Not that much time to spare, but time to spare. Yeah, they've done a good job of timing those doors and stuff so far to make it like sufficiently hard to get there, but not too difficult, where like it's still a challenge. Slime jumps have been being nice to me today. I don't know how I feel about this. Normally they're like my worst nightmare, so it's a little suspicious that I haven't had any problem with slime blocks yet. Well, so far, a fourth of the map in only 7 minutes. Of course, once I start thinking about that and looking at it, I, you know, fall like 8 times in a row. Weirdness. Okay. I don't really like the new twisting vines and creeping vines, are they called? Jumps. Now that, you know, from the Nether update, I feel like, I don't know, they're just an annoying type of jump. Okay, ladders. Oops. Oh, what are we looking at here? And up here. Slime block and down. Cool. That was a really interesting level. Made me actually have to stop talking and think about it. Okay, now we got anvils. Yeah, I do appreciate slightly more difficult maps. What I like the most though is like the really difficult levels that like I need to do more of to learn how to get better at them, but at the same time I don't want to do more of them. I like it when maps like this slip in one or two of them at the end, but don't have a really large section of them, because then I'm more willing to actually take the time to sit down and learn the jumps and do it and all that. Okay. We're almost through 100 levels. That is really cool. There's a button. How much time to spare on that one? I was like through the door and it was gone. Okay. Already up quite a few levels. Whoops. If you get too close to the edge, it kicks you off. I wonder what's up with that. Oh, it's just that anywhere except for that platform. It's the gray floor that sets you back. Ah, makes sense. Because it was this sort of area, I just figured that it wouldn't kill me if I wandered off the platform. That looks like infuriatingly possible, but not possible at the same time. Okay. Boom, looking good. Purple works pretty well with the Crimson Wood stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of surprised. Okay. Trying to remember how far up in the difficulty scale purple was. Kind of wish I had a picture of that scale. Boom. We're now looking at 4 block jumps. Yeah, that's a possible jump. I was gonna say. Medium hard. Well, obviously you leave me no choice. So I proceed to just continuously fall. Wait until the choices are like hard and impossible. I always feel so stupid when I fall off the back of a fence. And it happens way too frequently. Frankly, falling off of the back of any block's kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. There we go, that was good. Oh! Ah! The stinking glass pane sticks out there. There we go. Finally got it. But yeah, it's like my legal duty to take the hard section of any of those. Even when I don't really want to. Oh. I was about to say, what's going on here? No, that was the fence. Okay, nice, nice. Looking good. Now we're just gonna make this last jump. Okay. There we go. It's about to say. Easy enough. Still not that difficult, but definitely getting more complex and more difficult. Just still not bad. Oh, as I hit the side of the stinking slime block and proceed to mess up that jump for an over. Just wasn't turning enough. I'm falling off in the most dumb ways now. So, okay, good to know. It's not just when I say something's easy. It also applies when I say stuff like, it's not that difficult. Maybe it's just talking about the difficulty scale in general that makes jumps impossible. Ooh, that was kind of close. I hate glass pane jumps. That was close. Definitely starting to get a bit more up there in difficulty levels. I always love when maps like this that are clearly made to be a bit more difficult have timers and stuff, because it's always like what's the point in putting a timer like you're trying to set up a speed run section for a map that people are just going to be happy to be done with and have completed. Like, how many people would actually speed run a map like this? I feel like for a map to be like eligible to pique the interest of people that like to speedrun stuff, it kind of has to be the right difficulty of hard, where like people aren't going to be beating it quickly by any degree on their first try, but at the same time it has to be easy enough that you can get to a point of consistently beating it with only 1 or 2 deaths. I feel like you have to strike a balance between the two of those. Ice, yuck. Ice jumps disgust me. I hate ice jumps so much. Also, these sort of jumps are going to bring back PTSD from stinking... What map was that? It was like... I don't remember the name of the map, but it was one that had like 8 sections with 3 levels in each. Pretty sure the name had something to do with that. But yeah, the last section that broke me. Okay, we're up another level, which also I believe means that things get more difficult from here on. So I proceed to just start dying. We're only halfway through the map, and it's only been 16 minutes. So I'm not feeling too bad. I think based off of the fact that this is probably going to, similar to yesterday's map, get pretty difficult, I'm also going to set kind of a time that once we hit, I'm going to just kind of call it. Probably like 25 minutes or something. Boom. And then once again, it'll kind of be like, if you guys really enjoyed, then I'll go back and finish the map. Whee. Okay, cool. I feel like that's the best way to do it, just because, like, these are the sort of maps that I can tell are going to take me a while to get through for the latter parts. And, like, as I kind of mentioned in the last video, it's not necessarily that I don't want to do them. It's more of just a matter of it's bad content once it hits the point that I'm dying constantly. Because similar to how it's annoying when you're playing through something to die over and over again, it's also kind of annoying to watch someone that's just dying over and over again. It's more fun to watch someone that's actually competent at what they're doing. And I'm not going to lie and say that I'm amazing at parkour or anything, but I am semi-competent. So, like, you know, it's... when I hit... But I'm not good. So when I hit the points where the parkour is more difficult, then it starts to make a bit worse content. Oh, if I'd taken fall damage there, I was dead. Whoops. Fun with magma cubes. or not magma cubes, magma blocks. The easiest way to do it is to take a single tick of damage and go. The only thing about that is, though, like, I'm pretty sure campfires have a similar time fire tick to magma blocks, but I let it take 2 ticks before I go on those. I don't know. Might just be a matter of me having, you know, personal preference in spots where it really doesn't actually matter. Let me take 1 or 2. Obviously, if you're in a spot with limited health on magma jumps and campfire jumps or whatever, you're going to have to go off of 1, but, you know, that's not going to be the normal situation. Ooh, I love the change to vines so much. The one vine-related thing that's nice is the fact that with normal vines, you can climb up them even without them having a backing now. Like, not even from a parkour standpoint. From a parkour standpoint, it's actually kind of annoying because it allows map creators to set up some pretty stupid jumps. But from just a normal Minecraft player standpoint, it's really nice. Okay. I gotta climb all the way around. And it is some of the... that is one section that would have been really difficult in 1.8. Maybe a really difficult is the wrong way to put it, but would have been fairly difficult. Yeah. I will say, for as much as I love longer checkpoint maps, the nice thing about having shorter checkpoints for stuff like this is it's really nice when you're doing when you're trying to learn to do a type of jump that you're bad at. Like, I find the longer parkour or longer checkpoints are really good for getting better at jumps that you're kind of mediocre at. But this kind of shorter checkpoint system, I feel like, is better for jumps that you're really bad at. Because part of the reason why I really like longer checkpoint systems is because for jumps like, say, these fence jumps, is I can get through them first try sometimes. But a lot of times, even after I've gotten through them first try, it doesn't mean that I've gotten better at them. It's just a matter of I kind of fluked my way through it. So, but then if it's a longer map or longer checkpoints, then if I die at any point from there on out, then all right, these are staircases. Then I have to go back through them and deal with them again. So, like, you know, from that standpoint, I get to get better at stuff like that I'm mediocre at. Like, longer checkpoints are a lot better for getting better at stuff that you're mediocre at, or just kind of alright but not good. Just kind of that range, which I guess would be mediocre. Yeah, it just works really well, in my opinion, for those sort of jumps with the longer checkpoints. But for something I'm really bad at, like, for example, my first time learning to do a double neo, which I'm still bad at them. So, like, even a double neo now, a shorter checkpoint is honestly better for those, because I'm not going to be likely to fluke my first try through anyway. And if it's in a section with a lot of other parkour jumps leading up to it, then it's going to be really frustrating to die a lot on it and then have a large section of parkour to do to get back there. It can be nice if it's the first jump in a long segment, but if it's anywhere past that, then it's really annoying. That actually makes me feel a lot better, because now I feel like I have a bit more of an idea of where exactly I stand on checkpoints and where I prefer them longer and shorter and stuff like that, rather than just kind of having a, you know, vague idea of, yeah, I like longer checkpoints, but there's also sometimes that shorter checkpoints are better. Okay, I didn't fall off. Thought I fell off for a second, so I panicked. Does it even matter which way I go? Nice, nice. Easy enough. We're through 135 levels. I think what I'm going to say is if we hit 150 levels before the time expires, then or 150 levels done before we hit like 30 minutes or whatever, then I'll probably just go through the entire map. It'll be a bit of a longer video, probably about, you know, an hour or whatnot, but there's no delay on this. What? Just like, ow. Come on, how am I supposed to turn that? There's no way I can get to that one. This is really trippy. Okay, if I can actually hit the button, that'd be great. How am I supposed to get to that second one in time? It's almost like for this first one, I have to just clip it on the very edge. And that's my only hope. Okay, there we go. I got it. I got it. That feels good. What? Come on. There we go. I have a feeling I did that different than how I was supposed to. What? How in the world are we supposed to make it all the way over to there? Excuse me? I'm so confused how this works. Maybe? No? What? What in the world are we supposed to do here? Like, there's this weird slab here, ladder here. Glass across this. Like, the only thing I could think is that, like, they kind of meant it like you jump out here and go around to this one, right? And then you'll make it up here where then you go at the far one from, but, like, I'm a little confused. What in the world? Is there an invisible block somewhere? Huh. It's like you just hit the pause button or whatever in the ground. Okay, I hate how much that ruins my fall. Whatever, I'll just waste the time. I'm so confused looking at this. This looks like the level's backwards. $138. Oh, wait. I read a comment saying that level 138 was impossible. I think maybe, just maybe, this level's backwards. I might be wrong, and there might be something insanely obvious I'm missing. But I also think it's possible that this level's just backwards. Okay, one sec. Are commands on? Yeah, they're on. Okay. Now we got these weird indraw things. Okay, yeah. Based off of the time, I think I'm gonna try to make it to about level 150, then we'll end this off. Bit of a weird spot to end it, I know, but like, I don't really want to extend the video out that long. Like, I'm at a weird spot with parkour maps because for a lot of these I'm kind of in a spot where I want to finish the map sometimes, but then at the same time I don't want to, you know, make a long drawn out video. But then I also know that if I don't make it into a long drawn out video, then I'm not going to finish the map, and I don't know. It's weird. Nice. Which is where I feel like I kind of leave it up to you guys. Like, if a video clearly does well, then, you know, maybe I'll come back to the map. If it kind of does then alright. I mean, you know, it's a fun map. And maybe I'll beat it on my own or whatever, but, you know, ultimately it's whatever. Nice. They didn't even need the vines there. I think they want me to, yeah, do that. Slime blocks are fun, but sometimes they're a bit weird to figure out exactly where you're supposed to go. Okay. Now we got these weird ladders, or not ladders, stair spots. Oh, I actually made that. That did not look like I was going to make it. That's one thing that annoys me about stairs. Is there's so many jumps that, like... Oh, I went back. That I feel like look like you're just not going to make it, and then you do make it. And so it's kind of like, wait, what? I actually made that. Okay, anyway, here we are. We're into the blue section. I think it's 25 levels per section, so, like, you know. It is what it is. If you guys enjoy, I'll come back to this map. If not, wow, that's a toxic game. Then yeah, I might finish it on my own or whatever. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.